Welcome to My Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. Today is Thursday, and today is the last Haunting Adeline Day episode. I know. It's been a long journey. It's been a long book. I've been loving this book. It's been so fun and interesting. I love reading it with you guys. We react to it for the first time. Like I said, I don't listen to the book outside of the pod. I listen to it with you guys. You guys get my cold reaction, and I've been loving the comments you guys have been sharing and have been enjoying it. So today is going to be the last episode for it. We were gonna do a book 2, because they do have a book 2. We were gonna get into book 2, but I went ahead and was asking you guys what should we do, and a lot of people wanted to do a different book. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a different book, and you guys will know what that book is come next week. I'm not telling you what it is. I'm not going to tease nothing. On that Thursday episode is when you guys will know. All right. So, but without further ado, we're going to get into our thread. We only have one chapter of Haunting Adeline. It's only like a 12-minute chapter. So we probably, will just do that chapter. Then what we'll do is I have a few scenarios. Usually we don't do Am I the Asshole scenarios on Thursdays. We usually leave that for Tuesday and Sunday, but I want to be able to give you guys at least, a good 50-minute show at least. So we're going to do a little bit of scenarios there, and then we'll go ahead and close out the show. But without further ado, we always have our thread, and today's thread is, doctors, what's the most embarrassing injury a patient's had? Okay, so I once had a police officer who shot himself in the leg during annual training. The shot went clean through his legs and didn't hit anything major, so he was fine apart from being in pain. His supervisor accompanied him and roasted him basically the whole time. Dude, that is crazy. Imagine shooting yourself. For one, that fucking sucks. And then you're getting roasted on it at the same time. But it's like, dude, that would suck. I was doing an ER rotation during residency. Wasn't there when it happened, but the next morning everyone was talking about this guy that came in with a soda can up his ass. God damn it. The fact that someone came in with something in his ass wasn't particularly interesting, but do you guys remember these Mountain Dew cans with the glow-in-the-dark lettering? We're all looking at his x-ray. Clear as day in the patient's rectum, you could see the words, "Do the do." Yo. Yo. Oh my God. Did he do the do, or did the do him? Cause man, that is crazy. And what's wild to me is that there are weirdly more people that stick objects up their butt than we'd like to admit or even know. Like, it's crazy. I think the U.S. spends something around like $300,000 or whatever. I don't know. You could Google this and double check this fact for me if you want. But I looked it up, and it's something like $300,000 of like medical research literally goes to getting stuff out of people's butts. It's crazy how many patients actually come in with stuff up their butt. It's wild, bro. Wild. I was just like, this is just crazy. Like, what are you people doing? Are you that bored? Are you just like that experimental with it? Like, bruh, just get a bigger dildo. Like, god damn, man. That's crazy. Not a doctor, but was an EMT working terrage in an ER. Woman in her early 20s braided her ass with a heated coat hanger shaped like a penis. When the ER staff asks why you've come in, your answer really shouldn't start with, "Have you seen the movie Jackass?" Oh, she branded. Okay, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. She branded her own butt with a coat hanger shaped like a penis. So now forever she has to live with a branding of a penis on her butt. What in the hell are you thinking? Like, how are you going to explain that to the guy that you're dating? You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. To most guys, that'll probably, I guess, be funny. But, dude, like, how can you explain that? Seriously. How can you explain that? Because it's like, that's a little sus if you know, like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck were you doing? And then it's like you saw it on Jackass, so you knew it was going to hurt. And you knew it's forever. Craziness. Okay. Construction dude who took the safety off his nail gun, set it down on a ladder and leaned a little too close. Frankly, Frank was nailed to the beans, which were nailed to the leg. EMS didn't do the guy much of a favor because they cut off his jeans. Well, everything except a small patch of blue denim that looked like a fig leaf. He was okay. Missed all true important parts. Dude who got a vibrator stuck in his butt and trying to fish it out with a second vibrator. Bro, what? He was just like, oh man, the first one got stuck. Let me go in there with a second one. God damn it. And then, which then also got stuck. So now he has two of them stuck in his butt. God damn it. Worst part of that story was I had to sedate him to get those things out while he was twilighted with ketamine. He thoroughly spoiled a movie I was hoping to see soon, so that was a bummer. A woman who had a spray can cap stuck in her vagina insisted her boyfriend snuck a Sprite cap up there while she was sleeping as a prank.
Stop the cap.
Come on, man. You were doing stupid shit and you got that shit stuck up there. And she said, oh, well, he put it up there as a prank. Girl, stop. You would feel that. You know, there ain't no way that's a prank. Come on. That was by far the most adventurous foreign body retrieval I've been a part of so far. Big object, pliable, sharp, and bendy edges pointing towards the path of the grease. Okay. Surrounded by soft and sensitive tissue belonging to a woman of considerable volume, both physically and audibly. Dude came in with his penis tucked in a bottle of dish soap for obvious reasons. No, they're not that obvious, bro. Why? Why would you stick your penis? Oh my God, bro. What? He was just doing the dishes. He was doing the dishes and he just was looking at that bottle of Dawn dish soap and was just like, I put my penis in that. Oh my God, like what? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh Lord. Oh my God. He tried everything he could think of, which included cutting the bottle widthwise to create a sort of cone of shame, and soaked his penis in vinegar because reasons. Oh my goodness, man. Saw the same kid twice in one day, each for a peanut stuck in the nostril. Different nostrils, second time. Parents were mortified. What do you take them peanuts away from that kid? What are you doing? Now, look, when I was a kid, I stuck a corn up my nose. I ain't gonna cap. When I was a kid, I stuck a corn all the way up my nose, and it had to be like surgically removed out of my eye. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. Lots of young dudes who accidentally shot themselves in the ass or groin by being badass thugs who keep their gun in their waistband. Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot more than you think, man. You know, shoot your dick off and type shit, you know. Which, weirdly, there's a statistic for that. I didn't know that there was a statistic for that. There's a statistic out there for people who have shot their dick off. I'm like, wow. Okay. Get a holster, nigga. Goddamn. A couple of smokers on nasal oxygen who lit up and barbecued their upper lip. That's a pretty stupid scar to earn. Oh, wow. They're smoking and they have the little oxygen things and they're smoking and it just burnt their hot. Oh, that's crazy. Had a woman in her 30s come in with an Optimus Prime leg stuck in her butt. What the fuck? Why? Her excuse was that her kid left his Optimus Prime near the shower and she fell on it.
Stop the cap.
A likely story. I feel like you were just feeling a little adventurous and was just like, oh, I want to use something a little different. Like, come on, man. Why we lying around here? An old couple came to the ER in the middle of the night. The guy had penis fracture. Found out that later that they were trying missionary on a tabletop. The lady was sitting on the table with her legs open, and the guy came running to hit her, running to her to hit the target, some weird king. He missed the target and his penis entered the table drawer instead and got his penis crushed in it. Oh.
Bruh.
Oh. I bet all the dudes listening right now, they are in pain. They can probably feel that man's pain. His penis got crushed. Ah, dude. That's ridiculous, man. This isn't an injury, but a medical condition that can be embarrassing, but very much an emergency. I've told this story a few times, but this one guy walked into the ER with a parapsum. For those who don't know, a parapsum is an erection that cannot subside on its own for several hours. Oh, shit. It can be due to damage to the spinal cord, sickle cell anemia, cocaine, Viagra, etc. They need to be treated right away as to not become necrotic from lack of oxygen. This guy had no risk factors, but for some reason just started getting them. He had 3 in the past 4 weeks, so when he walked in, he already knew the drill. The ER doctor I was working. I was a medical student at the time. Okay. I was working with at that time only had ever drained one before. But he thought it would be good practice for me to treat this relatively uncommon medical condition. I'll never forget the look on the guy's eyes as he held his erect penis in one hand and then immediately stuck a needle. Oh, that's what they mean by draining it? No. Oh, my dick hurts. Oh, no. Oh, no. I could have gone my whole life without knowing that. Why? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Oh, fuck, no. Wow. Woo. I need a minute. Oh.
Bruh.
Whoo! Man! Oh! I would pass out. Look, I have a lot of tattoos and stuff, but tattoo needles are extremely different from like medical needles. Medical needles are like this big type shit. You know? But tattoo needles, nah. Tattoo needles, they just feel like it's just scratching across your skin. It hurts, sure, but it's nothing like a medical needle. And you had to have that in your boner? Oh! And they're drawing blood out of your Johnson, bro. Oh! Because he said draining it. So I was thinking, okay, maybe, they did something, but fuck. Whoo! Ah. All right, moving on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Okay, I lost my spot. Hold on here. I lost my spot. Uh-oh. Okay. Right? No. Oh, sorry. I lost my spot here. Okay, yep, we did that one. Oh, all right. I guess we skipped this one. All right. During my internship, we had a case of a penis locking into a vagina around 11 p.m. So the embarrassing part about this is the guy was her father-in-law. She had a copper T in place. It's a IUD for prevention of pregnancy, which came down and was stuck on the guy's penis. They were brought by an open rickshaw with the blankets around them. A quick 2-minute surgery, if we can call it that, removed the penis from the vagina, and dressing and everything was done. Both refused to be admitted and went home. Yo. She was sneaky linking her father-in-law and then got exposed because his dick got stuck in her and he was smashing that coochie raw. He was smashing that coochie. He was like, you got that UID or IUD or whatever? He was like, hell yeah, baby. I'm about to smack them coochie walls. And he was just like, oh, fuck. And she's like, what's wrong? And like, I'm stuck. I'm fucking stuck. I had to call 911 and it's like, yeah. Enjoy explaining that one to your husband. Woo! Damn. That's crazy. Oh. A friend who worked in the ER in Scotland many years ago had a patient who had presented with a splinter in their bottom. Okay, the first nurse to have a look said in a voice that echoed around the hospital, you haven't got a splinter in your bottom, you've got a chair leg wedged up your arse. Why a chair? I feel like there's going to be a lot of objects and booty holes on this one, man, because god damn, a chair leg, a wooden one at that. They're like, bruh. A wooden chair leg in your butthole? Golly, man. That's tough. Oh, man. RN in ER here had a guy come in with a rather large dildo stuck up his butt. Exactly. ED doctor could not retrieve said dildo, so surgery resident came down and in a last-ditch effort to avoid surgery had patient bent over ED bed trying once more in a manual retrieval. Surgery resident is wrist deep in the patient moans, oh my god, you're gonna make me come.
What did he say?
Okay. Patient then proceeds to ejaculate over the floor of emergency departments due to the stimulation of trying to retrieve the dildo. Also had another patient come in with a refillable butane can up his rectum. Just find anything better if you're gonna do it. Wow. I mean, I guess even if you do use dildos, it can still get stuck. That's crazy. And that's, whew, as a doctor, bro, that would be wild. You go home and your wife is just like, how was your day? And you're just like, I made a man come. And she's like, what? She's like, what? And she's just like, you did what now? And he's like, yeah, a guy came in. Dildo was stuck up his butt. I had to go in and retrieve it. And yeah, he said he was finna bust. You know, like he said he was finna bust, and like that's that. Like, yeah, that'd be scarring a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Goodness gracious, man. Not a doctor, but I work at a hospital. Middle-aged lady who doesn't speak much English comes in with her boyfriend in the early hours of Christmas Day to A&E. She's very shy, and the boyfriend does most of the translating. She says she has a cucumber stuck in her vagina and can't get it out. Before she can be examined, she comes clean. It's not stuck in the front but the back. The doctor's notes are hilarious. Where they scratch through the word vagina, then write back passage, underlined with many exclamation points after it. She had to be transferred to another hospital. I often wonder why they decided to use cucumbers on Christmas Day for intercourse. Wow. He said, yo, Merry Christmas, baby. Wham. And she was like, oh. And he was like, And she's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? He's like, babe, it's stuck. And they had to go to the doctors on Christmas. And then not only that, they had to go to two hospitals. Like, bruh. Oh, God damn. Woo. Like, man, this must be the fun part, I guess, about being a doctor. You know, not the whole penis draining thing. Oh, hell nah. Not the penis draining thing. That was crazy. I could have went my whole life without knowing that. Let's be honest here. But, Jesus. Not an injury as such, but I had an old farmer fellow, 170s, with chest pain, and when I asked him to take off his shirt so I can examine him, he had a sexy style female negligee on. I just carried on like it was normal, and he didn't say anything either. I ducked outside the cubicle for about 30 seconds, and by the time I came in, you bet he'd taken it off and hidden it somewhere. Emergency medicine is the best specialty. What? He was just like, okay, go ahead and take your shirt off, and we'll start the exam, you know. And out of nowhere, this man is wearing women's fucking underwear. Like, what is going on? Like, look, man, I'm all for people having their kinks and doing their things. That's fine. Do you. But this shit's getting out of hand, man. You guys are crazy. Absolutely crazy. The shit that is going on. Like, what in the hell? Oh my God. Oh my God, people are crazy. Not a doctor working EMS. Aside from people sticking things up their butts, it's always funny when people call 911 for ingesting ridiculous amounts of marijuana. Oh, I guess because they think they're gonna die. You know, they probably took a shit ton of edibles and they're just freaking the fuck out like they think they're gonna die. And so then they call 911 and they, you know, EMS arrives and they're like, what's going on? And they're like, oh my God, we're gonna fucking die. And they probably EKG them, and then they're just like, nah, you know, you're good, you're fine. Like, what happened? And then they tell them, well, I had these edibles, man, and they were fucking crazy, brother. Yeah. And they're like, no, you're fine. You're just having a bad trip, brother. You're just having a bad trip. Sit down, drink some water, and breathe. You'll be good. I promise. Sit down, drink some water, and breathe. You'll be fine. You'll get through this. Man. Trust me. I've been there before. I ain't gonna lie. The first time I ever, like, smoked wax or whatever, I flipped the fuck out. I thought I was dying. Thought I was in a different universe type shit. You know, my buddy was like, bro, chill, you're good, man, you're not gonna die, you're fine. I'm just like, where am I? What am I gonna do? I was flipping the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie to you. So yeah, yes, that shit happens, but hey, it's all good. I sat down, I drank water, and I was fine. I'm alive. You know. Hey, God damn. A patient came in with torn rotary cuff and that she sustained from doing the flossing dance with her daughter. Oh, okay. The flossing dance thing where it's like that or whatever. Okay, all right. And then she just, oh shit. Yeah, okay, all right, cool. All right. Because I was like, what the fuck is the flossing dance? I'm thinking, you know, how you get like the towel and you put it in between your legs and you go like, you know, that's what I was thinking. But no, okay, I guess not. That's not. Because I'm like, what the fuck? But all right, okay, all right. Yes, okay, more putting things in the booty hole. Okay, usually it involves people putting things in their butt that they shouldn't, and almost 100% of the time they will have a unique and creative story of how it got there. Facts. We've had a lot of creative stories so far. Jesus. I had a patient with his penis in a beer bottle. Again, what is up with you dudes and being just like, I'd fuck that. Like... Ladies, this right here proves to you guys that dudes will fuck anything. You know, dudes will fuck anything. Like homeboy saw that Dawn dish soap and was like, I'm about it. This man was so drunk he saw that beer bottle and was like, I'd fuck that. You know, I like, okay, damn. Let's see, a beer bottle. When we were trying to remove it, he started yelling that it was taking too long and that he'll call the superiors to complain. I was a junior doctor at the time. The senior nursing steps in and says, call whatever you want to right now, and did not let us touch him until he apologized. He dropped that damn attitude in just 2 minutes. Yeah, because that nigga's dick was stuck. Homeboy must have had a really small penis, because I mean those beer bottle things are narrow, bruh. My God. A woman with a toy Ninja Turtle stuck in her vagina ranting at us to hurry up and get it sorted as her son will be looking for his... Yo. No. No. You are not about to get that toy back to your son. Wow. She was just like, God damn, Donatello looking fine right now. You want to see what the inside of my coochie look like, Donatello? I bet you do. Oh my God, bro. Because you know that she had to have a conversation with herself before doing something like that. You don't just do that. You don't just stick a toy Ninja Turtle in your coochie and you think that is normal. You don't do that. You just don't. She sat there and said, hey, yo, Donatello, you want to see what's inside this coochie? Like, come on, man. God damn it. Ah. The treatment suggested was to try and tempt it out with some pizza. Oh my God. Oh, God damn, man. My friend was pruning bushes in the yard when he somehow managed to fall on his shears. He came in with them stuck in his thigh. He was more embarrassed about his lack of gardening skills than the actual injury. Holy shit. Oh. This comment. Bushes pulled a great Perry on a filthy casual gardener. That's fucked up. Them bushes straight stabbed him. We had a guy at one of the ERs who admitted to having a sounding fetish. He would insert something, get it stuck, and eventually show up in the ER. Items include a Sharpie with a cap, a used popsicle stick, a beam saber from a Gundam action figure, a cocktail umbrella, and the best one was an oxygen tube. Dick made sure he could peek through the tube and sent him home with an outpatient surgical console for that one. So this dude has a fetish of getting shit purposely stuck in his butt and having doctors take it out. Like, what? After 2 times, I'd be like, why are you back? Did you not learn from the first time? Why are you back? I'm not pulling it out of your butt, dude. And, you know, I'd have sent his ass home with a laxative and I'd have made him shit it out. Like, fuck out of here, dude. My God. That is crazy. I'm like, nah, man, here's a laxative. You're going to shit that out. Like, fuck out of here, dude. That's crazy. All right. I had a big muscular farmer come in with labored gat. Okay. He said that he needed to speak with me before we got going. I leaned in to hear him without the family being able to hear, and he told me that he threw his back out in the hot tub. He must have seen the confused look on my face, so he elaborated by saying that his wife was in the tub too. I asked if he slipped and fallen, and he said that they were being intimate. When I asked again if he had slipped and fallen, he said that he was sitting on the edge of the tub getting a BJ, and when he came, his back went out. He was so mortified, he turned his head the other way in embarrassment, so I leaned in, told him, don't worry, we see this all the time. God damn. Her sucky was so good it threw his back out. This man was sitting down, he's like, oh, woo, damn, baby, yeah. Oh, I'm nutting. Oh, God. Oh, my back. Oh, shit. Oh, I nutted in my back. Oh, I nutted. My back went out. Like, God damn. Like, man. Like, old girl's sucking skills was so good it threw the man's back out. Like, shit. All right, we're going to do one more. This we've been going for far too long. This thread has been juicy, though. I ain't going to lie. My friend is a doctor, told me a story about a woman who shoved cheese in her oh, my God. Why? Why would you put cheese in there? Okay. Shoved cheese in her vagina for months. Wow, she's been doing it for months. This wasn't just the first time. What benefit was she getting? Where did she read that if you shove cheese up your vagina for months, like, what is it going to do for you? Okay, all right, let's read the whole thing and then we'll get it. Okay, so she had been shoving cheese in her vagina for months. She had also told her husband she was pregnant. So when it came time to go to the hospital to deliver, all that was delivered was old vagina cheese. Can't imagine the emotional roller coaster for that guy that day, going from the excitement of thinking you're about to be a dad to finding out your wife is insane. Wow. Did she think she was feeding the baby? Like, is that what she thought she was doing? Like, I just want to know what was going through her mind. Again, it's like the Ninja Turtle chick. She had to have a conversation with herself in order to do this. She had to be like, God damn, Donatello, you want to see the inside of this coochie in order for her to actually do some shit like that, for her to go through with it. So is she's just like, oh, come on, little baby, it's time for you to eat. Oh, okay. Eat up. Make sure you eat it all. Like, okay, when I thought of that joke, it wasn't that funny in my head. And then when I said it, it just got progressively more funny. Oh my God. Dude, I swear, bro, people are just weird, man. They are just weird. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? Oh my God. Okay. That's it, man. That's it for me. I'm done with this thread. Oh my God. Oh, let me know in the comments what you thought of that thread. Fucking A, man. People are crazy. You doctors are the real superheroes dealing with this kind of stuff. Like, you think retail is bad? God damn, being a doctor must be worse. Oh Lord. I couldn't do it. There's just no way. The craziness of these people and just the thought process that goes through a lot of people's minds is just crazy. Look, I get being adventurous. I get being kinky. That's fine and all. But trust me, a lot of it ain't worth it. Like, these things are not designed to be inserted in our bodies. Like, stop it, please. Goodness, my goodness. But we're going to hop into the announcements super quick. We'll get into the recap of what happened last week on Haunting Adeline. Then we're going to get into this one chapter. It'll be the last chapter. And then I got a few scenarios. I might get through them. I might not. We'll see. If we hit an hour by the time the chapter's done, I probably won't do the scenarios. But if I have some time, I might do like one or two. But patreon.com/MyLastWhile podcast. If you want to get an exclusive episode every single Friday, get on there. And if you want to be able to send in your scenarios to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday shows, then get on there as well. And send me some shit, man. I love reading you guys' comments and stuff like that. I do all of my thread submissions over there. So if you want to be a part of the threads, get on there and be a part of that. You have to be a paid member for all of that stuff, so sorry. Yeah, like I know you got a lot of people are free members on there, and I'm all about it. If you want to be on there as a free member, do your thing. I look at it like Patreon is just a way for me to, give you guys more content and for you guys to support me further. But if you guys don't want to do that and you just want to be free members, that's totally fine. But just know that you're just not going to get the perks of everything. So that's just what that is. If you're primarily an audio listener, go ahead and keep downloading the podcast as well as rating us 5 stars. It helps a ton and it's completely free. TikTok as well as Instagram. Follow us over there for the clips of every single show. You get all the best parts, all the juiciest stuff. I clip everything all together and send it over there. We're on the road to 10K for TikTok, so hopefully we'll get there. I was hoping by June, but I don't know if we'll hit it by June. We might hit it by August, so I'm trying to hit it before the podcast is 1 year old, so hopefully we can do that. And then YouTube, subscribe to us over there on the YouTubes, man. It's completely free and it helps us a lot, and I appreciate that so much. All right, last week on Haunting Adeline, pretty much chapter 40 was, her and him just fucking it up. You know what I mean? I feel like Adeline is kind of at a point where, she's kind of giving in to Zayd. I don't think she fully wants to love him yet, but she is in the idea of being with him. And, he had told her about the little girl being like, oh, will you adopt me? And Zayd was like, yes, I would, but I have to ask Addie first. And he had asked Adeline and was just like, hey, would you want to be a mom? And she's like, holy shit, I don't know. And so, there was a lot of talk going on with that. And then he ended up going to this little masquerade blood ritual thing. We found out that it was a trap and that it was all actually set up because they knew after the FBI raid, they knew that Zach wasn't who he said he was. And so the main guy went ahead and decided to set up a little trap for him. And Zayd thought he had the upper hand and he didn't. So that's where we left off. We left off on a big ass cliffhanger. I'm excited to see what happens. Hopefully we get a good conclusion to this book, because I feel like if we don't, I'm really going to be like, I want to read book 2. But we'll see. Like I said, we might even kind of alternate, the new book with Haunting Adeline. I don't know yet. I want to get into a new book because this book was really good, but I don't want to bore you guys to death with just one book. So I would love to get into multiple books, and that way we can always come back to Haunting Adeline. That is no problem. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this last chapter, chapter 42 of book 1 of Haunting Adeline. I hope you guys have been enjoying this book as much as I have been. And if I'm being honest with you, these episodes are actually the most popular episodes as far as downloads, watch time, all that kind of stuff. Like, you guys really do enjoy the Haunting Adeline stuff, and I am all for it. I appreciate you guys' support, love, and help. So without further ado, though, let's get into it. I'm going to set you guys up over here. And let me just make sure our audio is fine.
Chapter 42. The Manipulator. Are you surprised? I ask through the phone, twirling the red rose between my fingers. I woke up to Zaid gone and arose in his place. My mother sighs. No, I'm not. It explains a lot about your Nana and her strange attachment to the house. I'm curled up on the couch watching the news channel, a sense of pride filling my veins as the words breaking news and 75-year-old cold case solved. Daya and I reported our findings to the police early this morning. They spent hours and hours going over our evidence. Still, after verifying the serial number and DNA test results were authentic, they declared Frank Williams the man that murdered Genevieve Parsons in cold blood. His motive, unrequited love. They confiscated the diaries for now, but I made them pinky swear they would give it back. The police officer looked at me like I was unhinged when I physically made him pinky swear, but it made me feel better about parting with the diaries, even if it is temporary.
That's cute.
The news reporter on the screen speaks of the victim's great-granddaughter stumbling across hidden diaries in the wall and how it led to the discovery of her murder and who did it. I glance over at the window, an array of flashing lights blaring through the glass. The news reporters are standing outside my house. They wanted to get Parsons Manor in the background. What would a creepy story be without an old Victorian house looming behind a pretty blonde woman with red lipstick on her teeth? She must have felt so much guilt all her life, I say quietly, the spike of sadness lingering since the realization that Nana helped cover up the murder. Surprisingly, Mom doesn't have a snarky reply. I imagine so, Adeline. That's a heavy weight to carry, especially because she was only 16 years old when it happened. She was probably very traumatized. I frown harder. It amazes me that she was always so happy. Sometimes the happiest people are the saddest, she says, reciting a common quote. Then what are the miserable people in the world? Tired. Sounds miserable. She huffs out a dry laugh. I have a showing soon. I have to go. I'll see you in a couple of weeks for Thanksgiving. Hey, Mom. I have one last question. I rush out, the words bursting out of me. Something has been bothering me about this case, and the pressing need to ask is unbearable. She sighs but stays on the line, silently urging me on. Did you happen to send me a black envelope full of pictures and a note? She's silent, and my heart thumps in my chest. Mom? I prompt. She clears her throat. I guess your Nana and I are more alike than you thought. My eyes widen as realization dawns, hitting me directly in the chest. She did send me the envelope, which means she knew all along about Gigi's murder and Nana's role in it. Unfucking believable. You kept her secret, I whisper. I have to go now, Addie. I have a house showing in 5 minutes. Okay, I murmur, but the line has already gone dead. There's no way of knowing when exactly Mom found out about Nana covering up the murder. I doubt she'll ever tell me. But I imagine it was sometime before I was born, considering I have no memories of those two ever getting along. Mom's bitterness and dislike for Nana suddenly made more sense. Nana covered up her mother's murder, and in return, her daughter covered up her involvement. My brain gets clogged with all that information and the utter shock that my mother also played a hand in covering up Gigi's murder. It's too much. I turn and stare out at the window as my thoughts turn to Zaid. Really, they never left. He's been sitting in the back of my brain all day, weighing down on my shoulders. Is he safe? Alive? When did I start worrying about his safety? I need my head checked, but I will never make the initiative to do so. In a roundabout way, I'm starting to accept my new reality. I'm falling in love with my stalker, the shadow that haunts me in the night, the man that hunts me down and completely wrecks my entire world. And not only do I have to come to terms with that, but the fact that my life will now be consumed with worry. He's dangerous, but the situations he puts himself in are just as terrifying. One day he could go out and never come back home. How do I deal with that? Standing, I make my way into the kitchen to make myself a mixed drink. I flip on the light but pause immediately. Resting on the counter is a red rose with the thorns clipped. For the life of me, I can't figure out why tears spring to my eyes. Maybe because now that I care about the stupid asshole, I don't know if this is the last time I'll get a rose or not. Sniffing, I walk over to the rose and pick it up, twirling the stem in my fingers. God damn it, Zaid, I mutter aloud. I'll never forgive you if you die. A loud buzzing from my phone wakes me out of a dead sleep. Drool leaks down my cheek, and I absently swipe at it with one hand while I grab my phone with the other. The bright light draws out an immediate headache as I squint at the screen. It's only 11 o'clock at night. I couldn't have been asleep for more than an hour. My phone buzzes again, alerting me to a text message. Opening the app, I see that Daya has texted me several times. Daya, are you awake? Daya, I'm really upset right now and could use a friend. Daya, will you come over? Daya, I'd really appreciate it. I frown, both confused and worried. We haven't spoken since we parted ways earlier, after the police collected all of our evidence. She had to go to her niece's birthday party, and I haven't spoken with her since. Tapping the call button, I bring the phone to my ear and sit up. The phone just rings before the automated message comes up. My heart starts to pound as I swing my legs over the bed and pad over to my dresser, rummaging through the drawers until I find sweatpants and a hoodie. I call Daya's phone 2 more times, and by the time the automated message kicks on, I'm panicking. Swiping my keys from by the front door, I rush out of the house and into my car. It's sprinkling outside, the rain pattering lightly against the windows as I race down my long driveway and towards Daya's house. During the drive, I call her phone several more times, but she never answers. When I'm a few miles away, I notice headlights behind me closing in. Glancing in my rearview mirror, I step on the gas further, a sinking feeling in my chest. Something about this isn't right. Daya would never text me to come over and then ignore me, and the car behind me is becoming dangerously close, nearly disappearing behind the back of my car. What the? I'm violently jerked forward, my head nearly smacking off the steering wheel. A startled scream slips free as my car starts to spin. I regain control of the car, stepping on the gas harder and attempting to gain some space between us. I scramble for my phone but realize it's on the floor of the passenger seat. It must have flown from my hand when the van crashed into me. Shit. Who the fuck is after me? It could be Max, finally getting his revenge for a murder I had nothing to do with. Or it could be the men Mark sicked on me, finally coming to collect me. The rev of their engine is my only warning. This time, I'm prepared for the hit, despite the force of it still taking my breath away. Before I can wrangle control over the vehicle, they're crashing into me again. My car whips side to side as I fight for control. My chest pumps with adrenaline and panic, and dread has started to form in the pit of my stomach. I have a sinking feeling that I'm not going to be able to get out of this. My gas pedal can't go down any further, and the higher the speed, the more I lose control. It takes one more hit before I go careening off the side of the road and into a ditch. My world spins as the bumper of my car hits the ditch at an angle before my car upends, flipping over on itself twice before landing harshly on the roof. The impact is deafening as the windows explode. Glass shards blast against me from all directions, slicing my skin to shreds. When everything settles, I realize I'm still screaming. I suck in a sharp breath, the sound nearly animalistic as panic takes over. I'm upside down, still strapped into my seat. The seatbelt is digging painfully into my chest, constricting my already tight lungs further.
You hit her too hard.
A voice calls from somewhere outside my car.
Shit. Check to make sure she's not dying, you fucking idiot.
Just as the voice filters through, so does the pain. I squeeze my eyes shut, my body pulsating with sharp agony. I moan as the feeling worsens until I can't think past my broken body. A head appears in my window. I meet the gaze of a man with darker skin and bottomless black eyes.
She's alive,
he announces, a relieved smile curling one side of his lips.
Get her out,
an answering voice demands sharply. What do you want from me? I groan, swatting weakly at his hands that are messing with the buckle on my seatbelt. He doesn't answer, so I keep asking.
Shut the fuck up before I knock you out.
He bellows. The click of the seatbelt is my only warning before my body drops down head first. I scream, pain lancing down my neck and shoulders. The man grabs my arm and works my body out of the driver's side window, dragging my body across glass and sharp metal. Ugh, stop it! I moan, sobbing as he finally gets me out. Why are you doing this? Panting, the man leans over me and looks me over.
Once you're healed up, you're going to be worth a pretty penny,
He says, a crooked grin on his face.
Just get her in the van, Rio. Max is already going to be pissed we fucked up his van, so quit fucking around. The police will be here soon.
Another flash of a grin.
Time to go to sleep, princess.
And then, darkness. He came for me.
All right. Well, that's it, ladies and germs. That was book 1 of Haunting Adeline. All 42 chapters. Man, we got left on a fucking cliffhanger. I knew that was going to happen. Man, well, you know, I don't know. We still got a week. All right, we still got a week until, if you guys want to do book 2, okay? If you guys want book 2, you got to comment that you want book 2 and you want to continue Haunting Adeline. If not, then we will go with the book that I have in mind and we'll go to the new book. All right, so I either just new book or Haunting Adeline book 2. Let me know because yeah, we didn't get anything like concluded. Nothing. We got nothing concluded at all. So, like I said, if you guys want book 2, then comment that. If you guys want a new book, comment that. All right. Well, we ended up making 50 minutes. Like I thought I would, need more time. I'll probably do one scenario. I'll do one scenario for you guys. Just that way, you guys feel like you got something, okay? We'll do one. All right, I got you. Just because I love you, you dirty bitches. All right. Okay, so I accidentally caught my boyfriend cheating, and I don't know if I can confront him because of the way I found out. Uh-oh. Well, let's see what's going on. I'm 21 and I'm 21 and my boyfriend is middle-aged. He stays home all day. This isn't the part you judge. I don't know about that. Judge this nigga, okay? Because the fuck you doing? You're middle-aged and you're staying at home. Get you a job, you broke son of a gun. I recently got a dog and wanted to have a camera so I could talk to him and make sure he's okay when we leave. I got a camera and set it up while my boyfriend was in bed. I planned to scare the crap out of him by talking through it randomly during the day, and that's how he would find out I got the camera. What I didn't expect was to be able to see his phone from the camera and hear it. Oh. He started watching porn, which isn't that big of a deal for me. It was a little bit of everything. Started with interracial sex, then orgies, but then he started masturbating again. I don't care about that part. He then switched tabs and went to a site that he already had an account set up for and began swiping through pictures of nude people in our area. It was a map, and you could click on people and see their profile of naked pics. This is when I realized he was messaging these people. He was commenting and sliding up to messages. Sliding up to message people. Then I noticed they were men. Okay. All right. It was all guys, and he was specifically looking for dick. while he switched back and forth between gay porn and this site of men. He was watching videos of guys having sex and then going to the site to message more guys about sex. He was still masturbating and was about to finish when a guy asked for pics. So he stopped, went to the bathroom out of view, and took videos and pictures. He finished there because I heard it. He came out of the bathroom and watched the videos of himself and then sent them to multiple guys. He then texted me and asked if I was going anywhere after work. This makes me think he wanted one to come over, but I said I was coming straight home. He continued to sex the guys right up until the moment I walked into my home. I know that I shouldn't have set up the camera, and I know I should have told him. I definitely should have not watched what was obviously a very intimate moment for him, but he's also cheating on me, and I wouldn't have found this out without it. I haven't told him yet, and I'm debating if I should. What do I do? Am I in the wrong here? Not really, because that is weird. Look, man, if you're gay, then that's fine. Be gay and do your thing. But why are you dragging this woman through a relationship? What the fuck? And I know why he's doing it. It's because he's living off of you. That's the reason why he's doing it. He's like, I'm a fake being in this heterosexual relationship so that way I can mooch off this woman. And that's really what it is. Like, what in the hell? Nah, I would have told him right away. I would have got home that day and been like, what the fuck were you doing all day? Like, I have a camera now, right? Like, I got that camera to be able to talk to the dog and, I was going to tell you about it and I was going to play a prank on you or whatever, but I wasn't expecting all this. Like, sure, you want to watch some porn? That's fine. It is what it is. That's a normal guy thing, but you going out here and sexting dudes and making videos of you busting nuts and shit. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, we're done, dude. We're done. Girl, I hope you did break up with him. And if I'm being honest with you, you probably don't even have to tell him that you found all that out. You could just break up with him. You could just be like, hey, you know what? Like, I think we're just looking for different things. Like, I'm not really into this relationship anymore. I'm not happy. Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't think this is working out anymore. And you can just break up with him. You don't even have to tell him why. You can just say, peace and chicken grease, motherfucker. Goodbye. Because for one, this dude's living off of you, obvious. That's crazy how you're 21. 21, baby. And you have a 35-year-old man, probably 40, living in your house, and he ain't working. Come on now. Come on, baby. You got too much life going on for you. And you're 21, you're young, you're pretty, you got your shit going for you. You can find a better guy. Trust. And I bet you every girl listening to this right now is like, damn right. What you talking about? You 21, girl. You should be out here, having fun. I wouldn't say that, but but it's like you could find somebody better. This is crazy. Like I said, don't even tell him. Just, hey, like I said, don't tell him. Just break up with him. That's it. That's all you got to do. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments. My goodness, craziness. Woo, this has been an episode and a half. I appreciate you guys so much for being here, for watching and listening. I appreciate you guys for all the support, whether you guys are on Patreon, you follow on TikTok or Instagram, or you download and rate, or you're subscribed to us on YouTube. If you're doing at least one of those things, I appreciate you so much. And if you're not doing one of those things, please do. Most of them are free, except, hell, even Patreon is free. I allow free members. It's just, you can't see the exclusive, most of the exclusive episodes, and then you can't send in your scenarios. But for $3 a month, you can get all those benefits. But like I said, you don't have to do that. If you want to support by downloading and rating the podcast, if you want to support by following us on Instagram and TikTok, you could do that too. If you want to subscribe on YouTube, that helps out a lot too. So either way, any way you want to support, it helps. I appreciate you guys so much for this beautiful Thursday episode, man. Like I said, if you guys want us to continue haunting Adeline, I know we left off at a crazy cliffhanger. So if you want to go ahead and continue haunting Adeline, please let that be known in the comments. If you want to start a new book, let us know, okay? Let us know. I'll have that new book in the waiting just in case that's what you guys want to do. If you guys want to do Haunting Adeline book 2, I'll have that ready to go. So without further ado, though, love you guys all. Have a great weekend and peace.